All right, today we're going to do a little review, I suppose, of some Algebra 1 topics, slope and equations of lines. So we got a little reprieve here from the proofs and the geometry, but we'll get back into that, don't worry. All right, find the slope of the line and use it to write an equation. Use slope to identify parallel and perpendiculars. This will be second half of the section right here, and the first half is dealing with slope. Okay, new, which is really old vocab, slope is the ratio of the change in y to the change in x between any 2 points on the graph. We're going to have the slope formula here pretty soon. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, should be very familiar with that from last year. M is slope, b is y-intercept. And point slope form is just an alternative way of writing an equation of a line, y minus y sub 1, m times x minus x sub 1. This is very nice with the color coding and things. Might want to consider, copying and pasting that wherever you go here for the next day or so. All right, in a coordinate plane, the slope of the line is the ratio of the change in y to the change in x. Okay, so we get the change in y by taking y sub 2 minus y sub 1. We get the change in x by subtracting the x's. And of course, you can't get 0 on the bottom, so that's what that's telling us here. Can't divide by 0, so if you get 0 on the bottom, that's a problem. Slope is also rise over run. We'll be using that here today as well. And of course the slope formula, wonderful graph. You should have seen something very similar to that back in Algebra 1, if not exactly the same thing. Find the slope of the line passing through these 2 points, S and T. Here is our slope formula. S is this point, negative 3, 7. T is this point, negative 1, not that it matters. Okay. What I would do is, because this one's written first, I'll call this x sub 1, y sub 1. And only because this point's second, I'll call it x sub 2, y sub 2. It doesn't matter. You can switch them if you wish. Slope is y sub 2, negative 1, minus y sub 1, 7. X sub 2, negative 1, minus x sub 1, negative 3. Okay, slope is one of those you really got to watch your negative signs. Minus 1 minus 7 is minus 8. Minus 1 minus means plus, so we're going to take negative 1 plus 3, which is 2. And since it does divide, you must divide it. The slope is negative 4. Okay, looking at the graph, it is going down to the right, so that is definitely going to give us a negative. 4 is a fairly steep slope, so we have a fairly steep line. So the answer seems to make some sense. Find the slope of the line. Okay, once again, maybe I'll get some different color here. This is the first point written, so I'll let it be x sub 1, y sub 1. And this is the second point written, so I'll let it be x sub 2, y sub 2, and I'll just plug in. Slope formula, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. All right, y sub 2, negative 3, minus y sub 1, 4, over x sub 2, 0, minus x sub 1, 0. Negative 7 over 0. All right. Boy, I don't want to switch out. I was wondering if I could switch my calculator. I'll try that sometime. Get your calculators out. When you do this, you get, probably says error on your calculator. Can't divide by 0. So what we say here is that the slope is undefined. So we have an undefined slope or no slope. Okay, this line doesn't have any slope. It doesn't go to the right at all. It just goes straight up. Slope has to have a run to it. It has to have some sort of direction, either up or down, in order to have a slope. This vertical line has no slope. And this is true for all vertical lines. True for all vertical lines. No slope. Here's the answer. No slope. Next up, same deal. This first point is first, so I'll let it be x sub 1, y sub 1. I see that those things are already there. I'll let that one be x sub 2, y sub 2. Slope is y sub 2, 2, minus y sub 1, negative 5, over x sub 2, 6, minus x sub 1, negative 2. 2 minus minus, 2 plus 5, 7. 6 minus minus, 6 plus 2, 8. Unreducible, slope is 7/8. Find the slope of this line. This point's first, so I'll let it be x sub 1, y sub 1. This point's second, I'll let it be x sub 2, y sub 2. So slope is y sub 2, negative 1, minus y sub 1, negative 1. X sub 2, 6, minus x sub 2, negative 2. Minus minus is plus. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. 6 minus minus, that's plus. 6 plus 2 is 8. 0 divided by anything is 0. This has a slope. Slope is 0. This is true for all horizontal, let me fix that, scissors. True for all horizontal lines. Horizontal lines. Slope is 0. That's your answer. Different than no slope. This has a slope. The slope is 0. Up 0 over 8. The other one had no slope. There is no number that we can assign to division by 0. We can't assign a number, so it has no number, so it has no slope. This one has a slope. The slope is 0. Two different things. Okay, find the slope of the line. Let's do some. We have a graph. Okay, having a graph, you can do the counting procedure, rise over run. Okay, the rise goes from here to here. You're going to count down 1, 2, 3. The rise is negative 3. The run, goes this way from here to here. The run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Positive 5. All right, rise over run. This is run. Okay, rise over run. Rise. Let me get my colors. Over. Run. Green. Negative 3 over 5. Not reducible. Slope, negative 3/5. Find the slope of this line. Okay, we can count. Rise, rise. The rise. The rise from one point to the other, from here to here, it doesn't go up any. The rise is 0. It doesn't go down any either. Down would be negative, up would be positive. This is neutral. Just go straight across. Run. The run. The run looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The run is 7. Okay, so we have rise over run. Rise. And get a little bit smarter here. Run. Run. And I can switch to here, here, here. And as previously discussed, 0 divided by 7 is 0. Okay, so answer is 0. Answer is A. Horizontal, remember, horizontals, I think it's on the previous page. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Notice they have a slope. Verticals have no slope. There's no number we can assign to vertical. Find the slope of the line. Okay, we're going to rise it. We're going to count from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to run. We're going to run this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 6. over 3. 3. 6 over 3 is 2. D. Slope is 2. All right, vertical. Vertical. Okay, we have a rise of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rise of 6. A run of nothing. We don't go right, we don't go left. No run. Remember, 0 on the bottom, that's a problem. 0 on the bottom is undefined. Okay, no slope. There is no number to assign. Previous one, we had number to assign, 0. This one, there is no number to assign to the division of 6 divided by 0. Write an equation in point slope form of the line whose slope is negative 3/5 contains. All right, so here is our point slope form of a linear equation. We are given m, get my highlighter out here, m is green, that's supposed to be green, that's negative 3/5. The x value of the point we're given is red and the y value is blue. Okay, so I just matched up the colors, what's inside of this equation over here. The black stays black, so we're going to go y minus. The blue number, the y number is 8, equals negative 3/5, that's the m, negative 3/5 times x minus 10. That is the equation written in point slope form. Then it says to graph it. Okay, graphing here. We would begin with the point negative 10, 8. I'm not sure that's going to fit on my graph. Negative 10, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, not going to fit, so I'm going to count by 2s. Okay, and that's perfectly legal. If it doesn't fit, go by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And 8 positive. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 point. Boom. There is that point, negative 10, 8, counting by 2s. All right, slope is negative 3/5. I'm going to change colors here. I'm going to go down 3, negative 3/5 from this point. So we're going to start here. I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, and over to the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my other point. Connect the dots, be done with it. Okay. Now, some of you may be saying, wait a minute, dude, you went down 6 because you counted by 2s. You went over 10 because you counted by 2s. Well, that's okay. You're correct. I did go down 6 and over 10. But 6/10 reduces to 3/5, same as we had up there. Write the equation point slope form. Okay, I see it's not written here. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Y minus 3, here's y sub 1, equals m, 1/3, times x minus 6. Minus is plus. Which one of these matches? Y plus 3 equals a 1/3 x minus 6. Looks like this one right here. Done. Go do the next problem. Not a big deal. Don't let it scare you. All right, slope of the line. Let's just do a couple of these. Here we go. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 5. Over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 5. Okay, so number 1, down 5, over 5, negative 1. This one, number 2, is vertical. So there is no slope. There's no number we can assign to that. Okay, let's look down here to number 5. We're going to write it in point slope form. So we're going to go y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Y minus 3. Watch negatives. 1/4 x minus 2. Other than changing to pluses, we got it. And it says to graph it. Okay, we're going to start at -2, -3. So I'm just going to sketch a quick XY axis. The point -2, -3 is back 2, down 3. So right here's the point. My slope is 1/4. So that means I'm going to count up 1 and to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put a couple slashes there. There's my other point. Done. Connect the dots. Got your line. Slope of 1/4. That's kind of shallow slope. It's close to 0. So the line should be fairly flat because the horizontal lines have a slope of 0. All right, so that's all I got for that section. Enjoy your algebra here for a day or two. Should be a nice reprieve from the proofs, and when we have our quiz over this stuff, looking for some high grades. Have a great day, and see you all soon.